Skyshade, the Lightlark Saga Book 3, Summary. What if the key to saving your world meant choosing between love and destruction? What if your very heart, divided between two powerful rulers, was the only thing standing between light and shadow, survival and ruin? Welcome back to the Lightlark Saga, where betrayals run deep, prophecies haunt every step, and love itself may be the deadliest weapon of all. This is Skyshade, the breathtaking third book in Alex Aster's best-selling series. Today, we're diving deep into Isla Crown's journey, into secrets, heartache, and choices that will change her world forever. We begin in the aftermath of devastation. The battle has ended, but the scars remain. Isla Crown, once filled with determination and fragile hope, now finds herself in the cold halls of Grimm's castle on Nightshade. The air is heavy with betrayal, and the echoes of truth weigh on her shoulders. The prophecies she once thought she understood now twist into riddles, and every choice feels like stepping closer to doom. Her heart is divided. One half remembers the intoxicating pull of Grim, the ruler of Nightshade, dark, dangerous, and magnetic. The other half longs for the safety of Lightlark, and for Oro, the king whose kingdom now teeters on the edge of ruin. Two rulers. Two worlds. Two futures. And Isla must choose, or risk destroying everything. But Isla's struggle is more than romantic conflict. Her powers, fierce and unstable, are a curse as much as they are a gift. She's seen what they can do. She's seen destruction bloom in her hands like wildfire, threatening those she swore to protect. Now, she doubts herself. Every flicker of her magic whispers of ruin. The oracles spoke of her destiny, but what do they truly mean? Is she the savior? Or is she the destroyer? Isla's mind races with doubt, her every step shadowed by the possibility that she might be the weapon that ends it all. And while her heart fractures, time runs out. At the core of Isla's journey lies the final prophecy. Its words are haunting, laced with riddles that blur the line between salvation and annihilation. To unlock its meaning, Isla must unravel secrets buried deep in the histories of both Nightshade and Lightlark. She digs into ancient betrayals, forgotten wars, and the long-buried truths that powerful rulers would kill to keep hidden. Every revelation cuts deeper. Every truth makes the line between enemy and ally more fragile. Friendships strain, alliances crack, and Isla learns the painful truth: no one can be trusted blindly. Not even herself. She is forced to look at the history of her own bloodline. Her ancestors had made choices that shaped the fate of the realms, choices built on sacrifice, ambition, and deceit. Their mistakes linger in the shadows of her destiny. She carries both their strength and their curse. The prophecy whispers of betrayal born of love, of a heart divided, of kingdoms that will either rise together or crumble apart. But the words never say who must fall. And that omission haunts Isla more than anything. Perhaps the cruelest war is not fought with armies, it is fought within her own heart. Grim, with his darkness and allure, represents a love that feels inevitable, dangerous, and consuming. A love that feels like treason against everything she swore to protect. His devotion is both comforting and terrifying, because Isla knows his heart beats for her, but his kingdom demands his loyalty. Oro, with his light and duty, represents sacrifice, loyalty, and the fragile hope of peace. He is the king who places his trust in her, even when the rest of the world would see her powers as a threat. He offers her not passion, but stability, a future where her powers could serve as salvation rather than destruction. To love one is to betray the other. To choose is to destroy. But to do nothing may doom them all. Every glance, every whispered promise, every betrayal of trust adds weight to Isla's choices. Her heart is the battlefield where kingdoms clash. And then, the storm comes. A force greater than anything the realms have ever faced stirs from the shadows of time. An ancient evil, long forgotten, rises with hunger and vengeance. This is no ordinary threat, it is a darkness that could consume both Lightlark and Nightshade, leaving only ruin in its wake. The kingdoms that once warred must now decide: unite under Isla's fractured leadership, or fall divided and broken. But trust is scarce, and betrayal lurks in every corner. Isla is thrust into battles that test not only her magic but her willpower. Her enemies do not simply wield blades, they wield doubts, truths, and secrets. Every confrontation forces Isla to question who she is becoming. The storm is not only external. It churns within her, the pull of power and prophecy demanding she embrace the full force of what she is. To wield that power means risking control. To deny it means surrendering the world. Desperate, Isla begins forging alliances that once seemed impossible. She must reach across borders, convincing rulers who once spat her name as a curse to now follow her lead. Yet each alliance comes at a cost, trust traded for secrets, loyalty exchanged for promises that may never be kept. Among friends, doubt spreads like wildfire. Isla feels eyes watching her every move, waiting for proof that she is the destroyer. Whispers follow her through the halls of Nightshade, murmurs of fear and betrayal. But she presses forward, because hesitation could mean death. And with every passing moment, the prophecy sharpens into focus. Someone must fall. Someone must break. Isla cannot save everyone, and she knows the choice will come down to love. As Isla confronts her destiny, the choices tighten around her like chains. Every decision carries the risk of death, betrayal, or heartbreak. Yet she refuses to surrender. Even shattered, even uncertain, Isla stands tall, because to bow now is to let prophecy win. But the truth is cruel, Isla may not be able to save both kingdoms. The oracle's riddle whispers of sacrifice. Of loss. Of love that can never be untangled from destruction. She steps into the storm, knowing that her heart, whether it leans toward Grim or Oro, will decide the fate of the realms. The price will be unbearable. But her courage burns brighter than her fear. The final choice lies before her. And whether she becomes savior or destroyer will depend on which part of her heart she chooses to follow. Skyshade is a story of secrets and shadows, of love sharpened into a weapon, of prophecies that twist like thorns around the heart. Isla's journey is one of impossible choices, where every path leads to heartbreak, and yet hope flickers like a fragile flame in the dark. Will she save the world, or destroy it? And that is the tale of Skyshade, the third installment of Alex Aster's Lightlark Saga. A whirlwind of betrayal, romance, and destiny, this book plunges readers into a storm of emotions and choices that feel as perilous as any battle. If you enjoyed this storytelling summary, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic fantasy breakdowns. And tell me in the comments, whose side are you on? Grimm's or Oro's? Should Isla follow her heart, or her duty? Until next time, remember, sometimes, the greatest battles are the ones fought within.